This week's everyday princess look is inspired by Sleeping Beauty, aka
Aurora. Aurora is very hard to say. Aurora. I am loving every single one of these princess makeup looks. Now, the fun one of this was a very tricky, as you can see all these swatches on my hand, color combo. And then this eye is like so beautiful. It looks like nude and bare, but it has like the perfect mix of dimension. No wing action, just like a fun lifted Aurora look. Tried to get the violet contacts, but just imagine I have violet Aurora-like eyes. And in the actual story, it says her lips were red as roses, rose red. So this is a very tricky rose red. You'll see all the color combos I did to get this, but thumbs up this video if you love these princess series. And let's get started. I will show you how to get this fabulous look. And beware, I'm not gonna have any makeup on in a minute, so don't be frightened. Okay, so first to start off, I accidentally deleted the clip of me putting the foundation on and the beginning of my eyeshadow. So I'm adding that in, and if you notice, I'm gonna have different color nail polish. And I'm a little sick, so my voice sounds a little different now. But I'm going to be using my liquid foundation to apply all over, and then doing some concealing and contouring with my Cover FX contour kit. This is YSL Le Tint Touche Eclat foundation, but you can use any of the foundations that you normally use. So first we're gonna put our liquid foundation all over our face because this is just an essential if you wanna have even looking skin. And you can't forget your neck because you don't want to look like you were a sleeping makeup artist and didn't put makeup on your neck. Then I'm just gonna add extra coverage because I want it to look very perfect and princess-like, but you can just put your powder on and take off from here. But I'm just gonna put a little bit of concealer on our lids, down the center of the nose, around the lips so we get a really defined lip line, and around the nostrils because that's what gets really red, and then I'm gonna do underneath the eyes. I'm also going to apply concealer to the eyelids because this is going to act as our primer. Just an extra layer of coverage to hide all those little thin veins that poke out on our thin little eyelid skin. And also it's going to make our eyeshadow stay on a wee bit longer. Now we're just going to take any loose powder, and I'm using my beauty blender, and we're going to set our makeup. So just dab your loose powder all over your face where you just put foundation. Okay, now for the eyeshadow, I'm going to show you a drugstore option and then what I'll be using. So this is the L'Oreal Nude Palette 2. So she just has basically a warm, plummy, taupey brown color. And you can mix any of these lighter kind of brown colors with a couple of these plum colors, and you'll have the perfect color all over the lid. I'm also going to be using the Makeup Forever palette, and I'm going to be using a couple of these warm, plummy brown colors all along here on the bottom, just mixing a little bit of those. I'm going to take a flat, fluffy brush, and I'm going to tap it in this kind of gray brown, and then this lighter kind of taupey plum brown. And I'm just going to tap this on the lower outer corner of the lid and then sweep it into the crease and then gently blend it up and outwards. And people might say, how come you don't use so many drugstore eyeshadows? I just find that the more professional ones are more pigmented and they last longer during the day, but you can achieve the same effects with the drugstore options, so I throw those out for you guys too. Then I'm going to take this lighter peach color and a little bit of yellow and a little bit of peach, and I'm going to go on the inner corner and then sweep this all the way up to the brow area. And then put your lightest skin or flesh tone that matches your actual skin color and go right underneath the brows. Okay, then I'm going to take a pretty good match. This is Quarry from MAC, and it looks pretty much exactly like the color which is on her lid in the cartoon. So I'm going to take a dome-shaped smudgy brush, and I'm going to go right on the outer corner of the eye, and I'm going to work it in along the lash line and up into the crease. And then just blend it on to the middle of your eyelid. Okay, and then to finish this part of our eyeshadow off, I'm going to take from the La Nude palette, I'm going to take a little bit of this plummy color and a little bit of this light pink, and I'm just going to wash the lid so it gets a little more hint of kind of warm plumminess. And in the next scene, you're gonna see me back where the clip started, where I remembered to not delete that. So if the color looks a little different, my polish and hair look a little different, it's because I filmed it like a week later. So let's go back into my original video that I didn't delete. Then you just wanna take any dark brown shadow and an angled brush or a flat brush and press this in at the lash line. And this will create a barrier for your eyeliner and make it look a little more deep and dark. I'm going to take a medium tone brown and a little flat brush, and I'm going to go right into the crease because she has a little depth and dimension, just like all the cartoons do, where their crease is darkened a little more than the rest of their whole eyelid. Then you can just take your face powder or any light eyeshadow and kind of soften up that whole area right there. Okay, now for lining the eyes, I'm gonna take my ink liner from Makeup Forever, which I really like because it's a matte color. It doesn't give you like a shiny, glossy eyeliner color. And we're going to draw a very full liner with the black liner. So I'm gonna start here right in the midpoint and then curve down. And then we're gonna stop right there at the bottom. We're not winging or flicking or extending this up because most of the princesses, they just stop right there. Then I'm gonna go all the way into the inner corner. This eye. And you want to go all the way down to your tear duct right there because her eyes has a very elongated look. So for this eyeliner look, we want it to go up and get thicker right up here so it gives that lifted cartoon eye. Not all liquid liner cat eyes are like, each one has their own unique shape. So I'm taking my more finer tip felt pen and I'm going to really perfect this edge of the line even more. And I'm gonna make him a little thicker. And then I'm going to go out to this outer corner and then you just wanna draw it right back in. Then you can just take your mid to dark browns and what you wanna do is you can go underneath the eye and just soften all of this up. And then you can also go right on the outer corner of where you just drew your dark black liner and just soften that end point up. So I'm gonna soften it here and go up into the crease and then blend it in between. And it just gives a more soft cartoon look so it doesn't make it harsh. We still wanna look like a princess. Now I'm just gonna curl my lashes, apply some eyelash primer, and then put some mascara on and I'll be right back. And if anybody wants to know, I'm using the little black primer from Estee Lauder, which I am really liking, and then I'm also gonna be using the Sumptuous Extreme from Estee Lauder also. They just came together, so they're a good pair. And the key thing to all these princess looks is to make sure we don't put any mascara on the lower lashes because none of them had it. So I'm going to be using these lashes, which are the Kim lashes from Flutter Lash, and I'm going to put those on the outer corners of the eye. And we'll let that dry. And it looks like I got a couple little flicks of mascara up here, so I'm going to put a little concealer, cover them up, and then we're gonna take some of our eyeshadow that we used to blend here and just put it back on top. It's like those eyelash flicks never happened. Okay, so for her eyebrows, I'm just using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pencil in Blonde, and I'm just going to fill them in. She has pretty dramatic arch eyebrows, but we're gonna give them a more everyday wearable look since this isn't like a costume tutorial. So I'm just going to fill my brows in, extend them a little past where they normally grow, and then just give them a little brush with the spoolie guy, and then we'll fill in this one a little bit too. Do a really big curved arch here like she has, and then just drag them over with your spoolie guy. And now it's time to do our blush. And I think all princesses have very rosy cheeks. So I'm gonna take, this is Delicioso Pink from Milani and my fluffy brush. And I'm just going to really warm up our cheeks with this pretty pinky glow color. And if you want, one of my favorite highlights right now is this Just a Whisk from MAC. I love this pink color. I'm just gonna sweep this right on the top for some highlight, down the center of the nose. And now it's time to move on to her rose red lips. Okay, now in the movie they say her lips are rose red. So I'm gonna be using Mesmerizing Merlot from L'Oreal, these long lasting colors, and then we're going to line it in just a second. Now I'm gonna take Trust in Red, which is just any red lip liner will also work, but a pretty warm red. And I'm gonna line the edges. Then since I want it to be a little warm, I'm gonna take, this is Ibiza from NYX, however you wanna say it, and I'm gonna put this right in the center. And I'm just gonna press the lips together. Ooh, I really like this color. Then for a little extra depth, I'm just gonna take this Aqua Lip Pencil from Makeup Forever Intense or any deep wine color and just give a little added dimension on the edges of the lips. Then just to really add the shimmer of a rose, I'm taking Tea Berry from L'Oreal and we're putting this right in the very center. And And ta-da! Here is me with the Aurora official. This is not an official wig. This is the blondest wig I had that had bangs. I can't do like her total flippy look, but remember, this is like everyday Aurora. If Aurora is very hard to say. Aurora was alive and walking around today, this would be her hairstyle, not the cartoon style, I feel. So I hope you guys love it. I am totally loving these princess looks. Every time I do it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be my new daily makeup look. I love it. I mean, this is beautiful. It'd be great for wedding, a date, prom, getting your driver's license, passport, school pictures, going to the store. I just love all of the princess looks. I will put a link below to all of them if you've missed any of them so far. Belle, Jasmine, Ariel, Cinderella. I just love all of them. Let me know who I should do next. There are still some more princesses. Just a side note, I have a special affinity for Snow White, so she may be next, I'm not sure. Follow me all over the interweb, everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Pinterest, Vine, everywhere. Just type into everything on the internet, Kandee Johnson, and my name probably should pop up. And if you want to see my second channel, you can, we're cutting the air, I don't know what that was. You can go see Candyland, which is like my behind the scenes video of my life, which I'm trying to post more often. It's not daily, but just, you can go there and subscribe. Subscribe to everything, everywhere, and let me know what I should do next. Always remember that you guys are more beautiful than you know, you're more talented than you think, and you're more loved than you can possibly imagine. So huge hugs from my house to yours. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!